Well, why me? Why me, they say, every time. Why me? You always get this, Dave. Why me, they'll always say. Why me? Why do you want me? I mean, of all the people, why do you want me? Well, Mr. Levine, that's the guy who's the originator of the Tiffany theory, the top publicist in the world, and he's a new Thrive mentor. Why? Because you're the top PR guy in the world. You've been the PR guy for Michael Jackson, for Prince, for Bill Clinton, for George Bush, for Nike, for Pizza Hut, for I can go on and on. The people in the world, the Thrivers, need to be able, they deserve to pay $50 a month and to be able to have access to you. That's why. But what's in it for me, they ask. Well, what's in it is you can give back, you can help people, and also we'll pay you, or you can get a percentage, or you can be an equity guy, whatever the deal is, whatever you're offering. So when you say, well, what are they doing? I don't know yet. That's up to you. But let's look at this real quick. If you did, think of the people right now off the top of your head that are kind of like the teammates you'd like to have. What would it be worth, just as an example, what would it be worth to this business, Helping Hands, if you landed, let's say, again, just Bloomberg as an example, or Giuliani, two guys. I mean, if Giuliani was the guy who was, would you even have to market?
I understand your point.
You know? So that's why we want to get that. So is that making sense?
It does.
So now, the good thing about this is this system here I just showed you is the same system as we would use for PR, and the same system for your Dream 100 for marketing. So if you wanted to go after the homeowners associations for wealthy neighborhoods that are located within Richfield and different neighborhoods where people are from that can afford your services, all you do again is make the name of the homeowners association.
I'm out of paper here.
Oh, hey, let's get you some more paper. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yep. You want to put the name of the homeowners association. You'd want to put the person there. You want to put the name of the association, the name of the person there. What you want. You'd say, well, Helping Hands, we help people who are your parents. And I'd like to come make a presentation at your next HOA. Well, why us? Well, because you guys live in the Hamptons and you can afford it. What do? Probably go back to the Godiva move. I mean, because remember, people's first impression, that only happens one time. So if they get a piece of mail, they get something in the mail, imagine you're the head of the homeowners association. You get something in the mail from this guy who says he wants to help take care of your mom and your dad. It's Godiva, you go to his site, you look it up, you're like, man, this guy's legit. Of course he can meet. What do you want, Dave? Well, I just want to meet with you for 15 minutes, share with you what I do. If it's not worth it, you can kick me out. I mean, this is the move. And it works over and over and over and over and over.
How many times have you made it more than 15 minutes?
The meetings?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
How many times did you make it less than 15 minutes?
Well, I don't want to give you any type of BS numbers, but I'll just tell you anecdotally what I can remember. I met with Chet Cadjo. In my book, Make Your Life Epic, I write about this. It's called Breakfast with Chet. And Chet, I asked to meet him, and I want to say it was like at 7 a.m. I was meeting him. Maybe 7 or 8, something like that. And we met, and I think it was an hour into it. He was still sharing with me a bunch of insights. And the stuff that he told me to read, by the way, which I want to impart to you, The Service Profit Chain, which is the book, Harvard case study, Service Profit Chain, and The Value Profit Chain. He says, Quick Trip is this big, scalable, replicatable. It's one of the best places to work in the Midwest. It's one of the most profitable convenience stores. It's like a Disneyland of gas stations. People are always asking, well, how is it so clean? How's it so good? What we do is in these two books. You need to read these two books. So I was a guy that, spent hours, with Paul Pressey, spent hours with Paul. Really neat stuff. With one gentleman, whose name I shall not mention, I got a 15-minute meeting at a nice restaurant, and I met him, and the meeting was supposed to start, I don't remember time, supposed to start at a certain time. He got there about an hour after he's supposed to be there, And the entire time he wasn't attentive, didn't want to be there, you could tell. And so I finally had to be like, hey, I know you're really busy, you got a lot of stuff going on. I've just asked if I could get 10 minutes of undivided attention. I want to share with you about how I think this can help you. And if it's a win-win, you'll get his attention. And he was like, well, how can I make some money on this? What's my win here? I get into it, I share it with him real quickly. He was like, so what do you want from me? And I said, I want X, this amount of dollars I need. Why do you want them? He says, I'm not interested. Over. So I've had stuff like that. I mean, I've had it. But all I can say is if you'll increase, Thomas Watson, the former CEO of IBM, says if you'll double your rate of failure, you'll increase your level of success. And Marcia, you can find the actual quote there. But you want to double that rate of failure. And so all I can say is the Dream 100 is the most pragmatic way to do it, and it's a laser beam focus. Is that cool?
That is cool.
So do you feel like you know what to do with the team?
Yes, that part I got. The dream list, I definitely have that.
But don't do it until you have these things first.